become its own sort of television channel, so that people at home don't have to channel hop on their remote control. We'll do it for them.
Wonderful.
It's Wicked on the Road is where you'll find Carolyn and Jake, and in the studio there's JJ and Brian, and JJ's played by Sally Michael, Brian by Dominic MacDonald, and they're the ones doing the channel hopping. And they can also bring you Pauline the Handicraft Queen, they can bring you our man on the road who's into sports of all sorts of strange nature. Cheryl Baker's doing some cooking.
Yeah.
And there's various other comedy strands. Pauline, the Handicraft Queen, who's fairly wacky, and almost as wacky as Carolyn.
Almost, but not
She
quite.
makes junk out of junk,
She
I
does.
believe.
Now, Carolyn, there's a car in the show somewhere.
Yeah, there is. Basically, the set of the outside broadcast is a drive-in diner, so we thought it'd be a rather nice idea if we had an American car, and we have one, and it's red, and it's a Mustang.
To match your trousers?
To match my trousers, yeah. So that's great. We drive it from place to place.
That's you and Jake going
That's
on.
me and
So when will we
Jake,
be
yeah.
going in the first show?
First show's Liverpool.
And then we're going on to Arundel, second show, and we're going to be in London on the 3rd, Newcastle on the 4th, Swansea, Glasgow, and then I've forgotten. But I mean, yes, we're all right then.
And there's going to be plenty of music.
Lots of music, yeah. We want to get the flavour of each different location that we go to. So, for example, in Liverpool, there's Julian Cope, Juvenile Jazz, which, of course, won the Superstore, Search for Superstar.
Yeah.
Pretty much of a tongue twister, that. And, yeah, we've got loads of music. Each time we go to a different place, we'll be getting, you know, local people and new bands. There's Picnic at the White House and Black that are new
Come on, spit it out.
Liverpool local bands.
Yes.
So, well,
In
which
one.
age group is the show aimed at?
It's really aimed across the board from 5 to 15, but I hope it won't exclude people under 5 and people over 15, because everybody's in on a Saturday morning and either having their cornflakes or sitting in bed or whatever. And,
Aimed at
you know,
everyone, really.
Everyone, really.
Everyone.
Yes.
Right, finally, Carolyn, I must ask you, you're not exactly new to the BBC, you're new to this side of the camera. Tell us about that.
Well, I joined the BBC about 10 months ago and was a secretary, ended up in Opportunity Knox, and I decided that I really must give it a go. So I met Pippa at a party and said, I want to be a presenter.
And
she
Opportunity
said, go away.
Well, yes, I
And
did
write
tell her to
for me.
go away, write to me and do some biz. I think she came to talk to you
Yes,
as well,
that's
and
right.
then she
Sure,
auditioned
she must have
with a lot of
mentioned
people. But she got the job.
Lovely, well, it's lovely to see you here. It's 2 hours of live television. It's on Saturday mornings, 9 o'clock, BBC1. We wish you the best of luck. It's going to be wicked.
Thank you very much.
Great, thanks.
We hope so. We'll go back in here, hope
Yes,
for the
go and
sun.
hide away now. And that's all we've got time for this week. Bye-bye for now.
In half an hour, Emlyn Hughes invites you to Box Clever. Now on BBC One Film 87 with Barry Norman.
Tonight I'll be reviewing Oscar's favourite film of the year, Platoon, and Crimes of the Heart, which stars not one but 3, yes, count them, 3, of Hollywood's most notable leading ladies. Then too, we'll be looking at the latest venture of Merchant and Ivory, the people who brought you A Room with a View. Good evening. I imagine that by now everybody knows the Cinderella story of Oliver Stone, the American yuppie who volunteered for combat in Vietnam, wrote a screenplay about it and then spent 10 wretched years hawking his increasingly dog-eared script around the major studios of Hollywood, who flipped through it, yawned, scratched themselves and said, oh yeah, another movie about Vietnam? What else is new? Eventually, however, a British independent company, Hemdale, gave him some money, the film was made, and Cinderella Stone got his glass slipper back. Actually, he got 4 glass slippers, or anyway 4 Oscars, which are worth a hell of a lot more at the box office. And immensely well-deserved they were. Platoon is unlike any other film about Vietnam that we've seen so far, in that it looks at the war from the point of view of the grunts, the foot soldiers who were shipped out there as boys and either grew up swiftly or died. The story is told largely by Charlie Sheen, a middle-class volunteer and therefore Oliver Stone's alter ego, who describes the day-to-day existence of his platoon in a series of letters to his grandmother.
Somebody once wrote, hell is the impossibility of reason. That's what this place feels like. Hell. I hate it already, and it's only been a week. Some goddamn week, Grandma. The hardest thing I think I've ever done is go on point 3 times this week. I don't even know what I'm doing. A gook could be standing 3 feet in front of me, and I wouldn't know it.